Let us get this rolling, shall we? Time to start getting my ass kicked again. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, mouse pointer, get out of there. Alright. Let's do that. It's a Kai! Happy beer day, friend. I haven't done my lighting yet. Hang on. Where's my... How'd this thing go? Where's my ring light controls? There, that's better. Clinkies. V8 tastiness. All right. Whoa. Oh, shit. Hang on. There. Side monitor was falling over on me. Alright, I think I'm going to need to adjust the angle of it later, but it's stable again now. Okay, where was I? Let's see. Should wait. Oh, I can get a fusion going here. There we go. Okay, do that. Reinforcements. That devil's probably going to die, but oh well. Yeah, I can now. Hello.
Yeah. Alright.
How's it going?
How's it going? Alright.
Do you guys have March break next week as well? Is it the same in the States? Same week?
Like spring break, I don't know. I don't work at a place that has. I don't notice spring break. I mean, unless I never noticed spring break is if I was in school or when I worked at that university. I wouldn't have noticed. I wouldn't know otherwise.
Our restaurant is expecting spring break to be pretty busy.
Oh yeah.
Or at least I am told that this is the case.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it is.
We'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to remember that my shifts start an hour earlier than usual next week, though. I'll have to see how necessary that actually is, but some days I start with barely any dishes to worry about, so
Yeah.
I might be starting an hour early just to be standing around doing nothing for a while.
Yeah, sounds
Or
like
maybe
me the
not.
last couple of days.
Maybe lunches will be busier than usual, and it will have been entirely necessary. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I lost a demon guy, but
Yeah.
I won the fight at least.
Yep.
Which is more than I can say for how last week was going. Only got one left. But then again, I don't know how much I really care about getting more of that particular unit. I might wait until I get a different champion available. Because I'm not huge on their particular special ability. Yeah, this looks like an accurate demon bar. I like this guy over here macking on the two succubi.
Oh yeah, and well the two guys in the lower corner just boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap.
Yeah.
And
Hey, they're
demon all sullen over in the other
yeah.
upper corner.
I like how the two fighting demons are very coordinatedly punching each other to the beat of the music.
They're very equally matched into 1, 2, 1, 2.
That as well. Gorgeth, you're looking even more fetid. Here's the one thing that doesn't make sense in the narrative, though. He apparently, because of this magic knife he's got, he can command demons. So why are any of the demons able to fight him? Why can't he just take them over too? Maybe there's a limit to how many he can control at a time. I don't know. Video game logic, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
They have to they have to give you gameplay, so. All right. I don't. Guess I'll take a wall here. Suddenly puppers. And my initial layout for troops was bad on this one. I'm not entirely screwing myself over here.
Ooh, Molotov.
Kind of.
Yeah, the bottle of flame going. Supposing that's a Molotov to me.
It was very Molotov-like, for sure. Aha! Eat it. Alright. Got that big devil lord guy charges up just in time. Okay. Anything exciting going on with you this week?
Not really. Just the usual.
Yeah, about the same here. Yeah, 1 point of damage. I have been scratched upon. Ooh, almost lost that succubus there. Speaking of which, charge up my own. Get him! For in your case, mostly miss. It's probably not going to accomplish anything because he's not going to move over there fast enough, but eh. Stocking up on coffee and cigarettes, Jer. Man, what... That's a bit of a stereotype, isn't it? That combination. Nice. Okay, we'll do this. Actually, no, I'll leave you there. I guess we'll do that. Maybe he'll wander in the way of that attack. I don't know. Would be if you're French. True. Thankfully you're not, though.
Yeah.
Get him. Yeah. Walked into that one, sucker. Alright. Oh, Pupper's all tired out. All tuckered. I think he'd be so mean, he's just a hellhound. Girl, you do not look several decades old. You don't even look 2 decades old. But who knows how fast demons age, I guess. Man, you call me ugly, guy? Have you looked at yourself? Also, I just noticed those knives on his bandolier are incredibly small. They're like little tiny needles. Poke, poke. Give me all the bounties. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, I'll equip that. What's in here? Is this continuing on the story direction, or is this... This is an optional thing. I would do anything to get out of this awful place. Yes, you're in literal hell. Of course you would. Those little prickers are for when he eats his corn on the cob? That makes sense. They're not crossbow bolts, Kai. They're too small to be crossbow bolts, even. First thing I'm gonna do, go to Ireland and eat a unicorn. Probably pretty tender meat. Alright, let's check this fight out. Crossbow sling? No. Don't be silly. Me like a tiny hand crossbow that delivers poison discreetly or something. Wow, what a shit show this is. Okay. Actually, I can do this. That's not so bad. Bonus. Okay, you know what? Boop. Huh. Well, I guess it's time to just throw some sacrificial meat in front of this attack over here. Slow this horse down by making him trample some people first. Do not like the number of attack formations going on that side right now. That's a little better. Not enough, though. Okay. Nice. Ow. Oh, fuck. Well, I think I'll fight him later. That was a bit brutal. Thankfully, I didn't actually lose my guy, because that was... I guess that was essentially just a sparring match. Because it didn't give me a game over screen, and I didn't lose my guy.
Aiden's conquests leave him smiling. Sheog seems to be falling at his
Oh, look, I'm turning into
feet.
a...
And yet, in the back of his mind,
Into a
Jess's
daemonette.
heart is weighing him. The dagger Aiden picked up in Irulan has begun to fuse with his flesh. It is as if the blade refuses to be let go, taking over his entire arm.
It's very Slaanesh of me. That's not a good sign. Alright, let's try this guy. Alright, this is definitely sparring. You sure it's fine, Jer? Yeah. I'm just adapting to my environment is all. I look like a pissed off grumpy emo boy. But like... one with more of a temper? I don't know. Red emo instead of black or gray emo. Ooh, I know. Fuck. I didn't want a wall there. Oh well. Screamo, yeah, there you go. Emo Screamo. Double succubus. This elf has a date with the succubus twins over here. Let's see. Use a couple defenders over here. Oh yeah, I should go back to the bounty hunter after this, just so we can get another look at that guy. Because even if that guy had a crossbow, those were definitely knives, and they were definitely too small to be crossbow bolts anyway. But yeah. Let's do this. That. Let's start setting up that. That's a hell of a lot of pixies. I'm gonna get swarmed by little bug ladies. Which probably sounds like a pretty good Saturday night for somebody. Yeah. Like I kind of sent a picture of the character over, and that is, if he's loading those things into his crossbow, then they are ludicrously tiny. Those are absolutely not crossbow bolts, Kai. You need new eyes.
Unless they're bolt tips and he just spares the adds on later.
Maybe. They're clearly knives, though.
Yeah.
And
really,
too,
really
even for knives, they're too small.
small. Those are maybe like Or these shurikens.
And no, crossbow bolts are not tiny. They're almost the size of arrows. They're shorter than arrows, but not by that much.
Yeah. And usually with a thicker and broader head than
Ladies.
than an arrow.
You there. You there. You there. You let the Canadian define projectile weapon more accurately than a statesman with a literal arsenal? Yes, because Americans are renowned worldwide for their knowledge of crossbows. Nice army there, buddy. Be a shame if something happened to it. Alright,
Just launch a moose at him.
yeah. Oops.
That's not interesting. Somebody actually had a, I guess, video that set up in the forest over and actually showed a moose shedding its antlers.
Huh.
Yeah, I've seen shed antlers before, never seen one actually in the process. He just kind of like shakes his head and plop, they just drop off. Like, alright, bye. Oh, prime loot. Let's see what I got this week. Candy Crush Soda, don't care. There's new games each week with Prime.
Oh man.
Forspoken, I thought that game was dead.
Might as well be.
Well, it's like, who is it that Squeenix basically closed the studio that made it and dumped a bunch of the physical copies of the game into a landfill. I guess it's out there. I guess somebody's playing it. I guess
It seems premature to be throwing physical copies away this early.
It must have really shat the bed. Now here's one I thought was...
From what I heard, it definitely fizzled.
Here's one that I thought was dead long ago, but apparently has had a resurgence. Destiny 2.
Oh, that's because it just got a new expansion that everybody really likes.
Brawlhalla. You ever played this game? I see it.
No. I have it installed because I think it was free at one point or on sale or something, but I have not played it. There's a few YouTubers I watch that do some voices in it, though.
Yeah.
Including one who's sadly no longer with us in the world. Rest in peace, Total Biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
One extra move per turn. Holy shit. Yes. Fuck yeah. But I'm out of champions, though.
Now, one game that looks good, and I hear differing views on it, but considering the ones that say bad stuff about it are probably people that are no longer credible sources anymore.
But
one, Wanted Dead looks like a good game.
It looks like a crazy difficult game.
It's
was my understanding.
Well, it's from the makers of Ninja Gaiden, so that ought to tell you something right there.
My understanding from what I've heard described to me is that it's way harder than Ninja Gaiden. That ought to tell you something.
Like, one guy did a review on it. Well, I think it was like IDW. They didn't give a good review to it, but that's IDW, so... Not IDW, shit. IGN, sorry. I mean, IGN is...
Well, there's a podcast I watch, like a weekly podcast I watch that was talking about it. So that's where I'm getting my impressions of it from.
Yeah, the one I was watching was something called Gaming Bolt. They gave it they liked it.
I mean, I think anybody who likes like a big time challenge would love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
they said
not
they
that's
love
not
the
me, but
gameplay.
I think other people might love it.
The combos, like you got up to 50 combos you can do in this game.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and I like the kind of like a lot of the some of the cut scenes look good. It looks like a good cyberpunk action movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so I mean, I may get it for the PC, or maybe wait a year till it comes out on a Switch. I mean, it's on everything but the Switch, so I figure give it a year. That's generally how that works. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
only like a couple of months ago that they finally put Sifu on the Switch.
I heard that game's pretty tough too, but I think Wanted Dead is going to be harder.
Oh, I know you
Based
like a
on
hard
what-
game.
Oh,
You know, the Soulsborne crowd out there. I like
I
it.
think it's way hard. I think it's way harder than a Soulsborne game.
Really?
Soulsborne games are a bit over. A lot of people overstate how difficult Soulsborne games are.
Wow.
If they were as hard as some people say they are, I would not be interested in them.
Hmm.
In fact, I avoided playing them for a long time because of that concern.
Really? I like a challenge. What was the other one? Sekiro? I mean, that was a...
Yeah, Sekiro is great. Fun. It's not a Soulsborne game, but it is very fun.
Really? I thought... Wasn't Sekiro from Software?
Sure, but
Yeah,
not
but
everything
what's
they
it-
make is Soulsborne, though.
Oh.
Would you say Armored Core is Soulsborne?
I don't know. I haven't played Armored Core.
Neither have I, but I've seen footage, and it's definitely not. Let's see. Boop. And... Oh, wait. No. Okay. Now... Boop. I mean, Kai, I agree that the guy's knives on his bandolier there were intended to be throwing knives
Mm-hmm.
by the artist, but they're still
But
kind
even
of
throwing knives.
they're still kind of weirdly small for
They're-
that.
It kind of, if I had compared them to something, maybe like the spike type of shuriken. Like, not all shuriken are stars. Some of them are like little thin blades or spikes even.
Yeah, like the sort of like long thin triangle with like the hole at the end,
No,
butterfly knife kind of thing.
No, I thought you were thinking of the kunai, but
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are-
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
some are
kunai.
even like thinner than that. Like
Also, I
said,
realized
they're-
butterfly knife was the wrong term.
Yeah, but yeah, that spike shuriken.
I'm not sure I've seen a spiked shuriken. Like when
Well,
you say
and
that,
not
I
sh-
think of kunai.
No, let's see. Mm. I mean, there's been very time. Oh shit! Back in the '80s, there had all these really weird ones. But let me see if I can find some good images of that.
Yeah, I haven't personally seen throwing blades that small, but I think you could definitely do something like that. Like I could, again, as I said before, that would be potentially a good way to deliver poison to somebody.
Yeah, throwing spikes of some of those. Bull shuriken, they're called.
Ah,
Here's a picture. Ooh, that looks cool. It's a thing of three in a like a the scabbard is on like it's a like a wristband scabbard for it.
okay. And yeah, or maybe like if they're super sharp and kind of small, they could still be good without poison as long as you're like super crazy accurate and you got somebody like in the eye or in the throat with one.
Yeah.
or you're just trying to do it as a utility thing to like sever like not really like not like hamstring, but like I don't know the term for it. Like take out these tendons in like the wrist or something, so the guy can't use his hand anymore.
Put it in pictures.
All right, hang on. Let's see. Oh yeah, those things. Okay.
And those are
That's right.
fancy even for spike shuriken. Some is just a rod with a pointed, the short piece of metal rod with a pointed end, just throwing spikes.
Well, is this a place I can go into? No. I think that's where I started.
Who was it that used one of
This
those?
way.
Oh, that was one of the coolest things. Who was it? In the Sonny Chiba and the Street Fighter movies in the 70s, like part of his outfit, he had these like kind of leather and metal wristbands, almost like kind of like samurai armor, like covered his wrist, part of his forearm, and the back of his hand, and then he had little throwing spikes like hidden in those. Pull on. This place is beautiful, isn't it?
God, look at the face this guy's pulling here. Ah. Also, there's some weird lines drawn on his face that make me think he's got some sort of weird mutation going on.
She's what is she supposed to be? A demoness?
Succubus.
Succubus. Oh, looks more like a
Like demoness, and like everybody here's a demon, but she's specifically a succubus.
looks more like an ifrit.
Although in this game, in this storyline, a succubus is not like what we normally think of a succubus being. It's not necessarily a seductress. It's just like
right.
I don't know, general demon lady, I guess. Yep. I don't know.
Ifrit, don't fail me now.
Yeah. Let's see. You there. You there. You there. God, this one extra move per turn thing is glorious.
Never heard of this game.
What?
When I was looking up Shuriken, all of a sudden a thing came up for something called Wind of Shuriken for the Switch.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of that either.
Let's have a look. Right. Yeah, oh, that's some limited ass graphics. Like animation there, but it's a side scroll run and slash. Oh god, this almost looks like a mobile game.
Maybe it is. Like in addition to being on Switch.
I don't know. I was like, even $7.90, even for $7.99, hard pass.
Yeah, doesn't look very good, huh?
If I want to pay $7.99, I'll get one of the. Hell, I could probably. In fact, I do. I have. What was it? Legend of Kage for the Switch.
You know, this actually reminds me of something I saw the other day. There's this channel I watch called I Dream of Indie Games. It's basically just, highlights and advertises upcoming indie games.
Right.
And they're showing one that was rather bewildering. Like it looked like it was a so-so game. Like it was made by one developer, like a single person. So like, okay, you cut it a bit of slack on quality, maybe, yeah. A fairly newbie developer working on his own. So like, oh, yeah, okay, fine. I'm not expecting like FromSoft level polish or anything.
Right.
But the guy's charging like $50 for his game. And I'm like, this looks like a $10 game at best. What the fuck are you doing, guy?
No.
Like, value your work, but and all, but holy shit. Calm down.
You see, those 2 games that I'm still waiting for, that have no indications of them coming out, they don't have a price on them. One was Ninja Simulator. It was Ninja Specialist. They still have they still have coming soon as a release date. Nothing.
No.
Let's see, Ninja Simulator. It was added, first advertised on Steam in 2021.
By the way, hit up Steam and look up a game called A Fox and His Robot, and tell me if you think it looks like it's worth $50.
Let's see. Ooh, Capcom's having a sale.
Actually, you know what? Try to see if I can finish this guy off with my spell.
Capcom
almost.
games are on sale.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cool. Anyways, a Fox and His Robots. That's a $60.
Oh, good. He raised the price.
I win. It looks interesting, fast moving. It almost kind of looks. The movement all kind of reminds me of what is it? Sonic.
Yeah, like it looks okay, right? But it doesn't look $60 worth of it. Okay, does it?
No. Maybe.
Like I'd say maybe
20.
$10. Maybe 20.
Yeah, I feel like.
Ooh, hold on. What's this? He's behind burn. Oh yeah, that. You know what? I think I'm gonna get these guys. And I will equip them instead of that guy.
Yeah, I would not. No, this is definitely not a $60 game.
Yeah, I know. Definitely. Like, I've never heard of an indie game being $60, no matter how good it is.
Yep. Let's see what we got.
It's amazing.
Ooh. Looking at the Capcom sale, Resident Evil Village Gold Edition, $29.99.
What does Gold Edition do?
Let's see. Items included in this package: Resident Evil Reverse, Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil Village Trauma Pack, Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion.
I don't know what any of those things are. Actually, I can guess about the Winter's Expansion because I know there was a thing that came out where you can play like a side story about the daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what that is.
Resident Evil Reverse is like a death battle. It says, beloved Resident Evil characters clash in a fight to the death. Test your skills against other players in 6-person deathmatch battles.
Okay, I think that's the one where you can play Steppy Mummy and throw furniture at people.
You got Resident Evil Village, of course everybody knows that. Trauma Pack. What is this?
Oh wait, no, that formation's just gonna die. I forgot about the ghost power.
This is Trauma Pack. This looks like a bunch of items for the game.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, and Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion.
That's the one that I think is about playing as Rose.
Let's see. Third-person mode. Play the main story from an entirely new perspective.
Oh no, that's not what I thought it was then.
Mercenaries additional orders. 3 new characters join the fray, including the statuesque Lady Dimitrescu, controllable for the first time. Shadows of Rose, new scenario starring a grown-up Rose.
That's the one I was thinking of. So, yeah. Playable Lady Dimitrescu in the main story?
I guess so.
I guess you're playing what she's doing when Ethan Winters is busy doing something else.
I guess so. So
it sounds like.
All of that for right now, 40% off. So it's $29.99.
And the main game, right? That's That's very reasonable.
So you get Reverse, Resident Evil Village, you get Reverse, the little item pack, and the Winter's Expansion.
That's a good price.
Let's see what else we got here. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. For
I need to look
off.
up.
Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak. Resident Evil DLC. Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter DLC. Ace Attorney. Street Fighter games. Ooh, shit. Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. $19.19. Well, the Street Fighter Champion Edition plus Season 5 Premium Pass, $19.19. Champion Edition alone is $9.93. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. I have that for the Steam. I mean, not Steam, fuck. Switch.
For the Steam.
I have that for the Switch. It's pretty good. It's got basically every 2D Street Fighter game, you know, before they start going to 3D. So 1 through 3 and Alpha.
There's no 3D ones as far as I know.
4 and 5 started going to 3D type graphics.
Oh, you mean instead of sprites?
Right.
Okay, fully rendered models instead of sprites, but the gameplay is still 2D.
Yeah.
But the character models are fully 3D. Okay,
right.
That makes more
yeah,
sense. I thought you were talking about like Tekken or something.
No. So this has, like I said, it's Street Fighter 1, 2, and 3, and all expansion or versions of that. And I think all the alpha games too. Which is a pretty good collection, I think. Let's see,
Yeah,
we
not
got
bad.
a lot. What else we got?
I haven't played Street Fighter 6, but man, it looks pretty.
Let's see what else we got here. Devil May Cry games are on sale.
Nice.
Devil May Cry DLC, Dead Rising games, and DLC.
Oh, those are fun too. Well, I really like Dead Rising 3 and 4. I did not like 1 or 2 at all.
See what else? We got Mega Man games
Uh-huh.
on sale. See.
Have you heard they're putting Mega Man X into Minecraft?
Okay.
And I'm not talking about like models. I mean, you can play the actual Mega Man X game campaign
Let's see.
in Minecraft.
We got here Mega Man Legacy Collection. I guess is a lot of the earlier games. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2.
Nice.
Mega Man
Yeah, between
11.
between Collection 1 and 2, it's basically all the games.
Yeah. Let's see. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection.
I've played some of those. They're pretty decent.
Hey, what else we got here? Capcom Arcade Stadium bundles. 30 games on each. Capcom Arcade. The first one has Capcom Arcade Stadium packs 1, 2, and 3. And then there's Capcom Arcade Second Stadium. Let's see. So. What else we got? Capcom Fighting Bundle. What's this?
Probably a lot of Street Fighter stuff.
Let's see.
That was a very
Item
strange turn.
Capcom Fighting Collection, and okay, it has this 30th Anniversary Collection I mentioned before, plus Capcom Fighting Collection. What do we got here? Which has the Darkstalkers games, the Vampire Savior games.
The what?
Darkstalkers. That's like
No,
Street
the other
Fighter-
thing. The Vampire whatever.
Vampire Savior. That's
I've heard that before, but I don't remember what it is.
I think not exactly sure. See, Hyper Street Fighter 2, Super Puzzle Fighter 2, Turbo, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix.
Got
I know
him.
some of these, not all. So yeah, so a lot of effort. Let's see.
Darkstalkers is pretty good. I like the wide variety of art style, like character ideas they have going on there, including the psychotically gun-toting Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen.
Oh, that's a great game.
Well, yeah, they
Great.
have that one. It's only about $5 right now. Okami HD.
Did you say
For
$5
$10?
for Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I don't know if that's an expansion or that's the...
Yeah, that's
Original
including an expansion. Yeah, I highly recommend anybody get that.
Okay.
Very good.
Okami HD for $10. This Onimusha Warlords for $8. I've never
Well,
got to play the Onimusha games. That's the original.
I recommend that as well. Actually, Warlords, I think that might be the turn-based strategy version.
This version includes the original game's intense swordplay and dramatic adventure story, plus improved controls, widescreen display,
Oh,
a new
no.
soundtrack. No,
It's not the turn-based one. It's an enhanced version of the first game. It sounds like
it's hack and slash. Yeah,
those are good games.
That's-
Those are like Devil May Cry, but in feudal Japan.
right. Let's see what else we got here.
Um,
Marvel vs. Capcom DLC Premium Costume Pass. DLC for Lost Planet 3. And the rest are just
Lost Planet
Oh.
sounds familiar, but I can't remember why.
upcoming releases. Resident Evil 4 is a remake. Street Fighter 6. Now these aren't on sale. These are just pre-purchased, but it's full price. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
Those are some weird games.
Exo Primal. That one.
That's an upcoming
Action.
thing. Yeah,
Action Shooter FPS.
it's a weird one.
The tags say Action Shooter FPS 3D Sci-Fi Dinosaurs Tactical.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you're
because
an
you're shooting
exo armor
dinosaurs.
fighting dinosaurs. I love it.
It's
And
a
then
very
that's-
weird looking game. It's like EDF meets something competitive with other players. I don't know.
Okay, this looks interesting. It's strange graphic. It's $30. It's a Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
I've heard of that. I don't know anything about it, but I've just heard the name.
Classic puzzle solving mystery adventure directed by Ace Attorney director Shu Takumi is back. The long-awaited HD remaster features upgraded visuals, sound, and gallery. It's interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Well, let's see what this other one is. I mean, right now it's only $5 for Dragon's Dogma. Usually it's only 30, so that's a
That's a big discount.
even
And
at
it's-
$30, that's a deal.
I was gonna say it's worth the 30 for sure.
Yeah. Onimusha is usually only 20, but it's 8 right now. Well, I can't spend money on video games right now, unfortunately. Not until I've had probably not until my first or second full paycheck from the new job.
I was gonna say not even $5.
Not right now. I'm
No?
down to.
How? Take a look at the sale. See how long it's going on for. It might be a week or
Okay.
two. Sometimes they are, anyway.
Let me see. if nothing else, even if I do get it at full price, I'm still adding these to my wish list.
Yeah.
You know, one I wish they bring it back Onimusha. There was another game, and I played this on the PS2, and I wish they'd bring it back. It's a lot like Onimusha and a lot of those hack and slash games. It's called Genji: Dawn of the Samurai.
I don't know that one.
It was kind of the hack and slash. It was a fantasy fictionalized account of actual events in ancient Japan.
Hmm.
Let's see. How long is this? Let me look at this. Sale is until counter sale 80%. I don't see how long the sale.
Usually there'll be a thing that, usually right on where the price is, it'll say sale ends, then give a date.
I don't see that. Let's see. Let's go on directly.
Is this on Steam you're looking at?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look it up. Because I know the spot I'm talking about.
I know. Looking
view
right at the
page.
price and the sale price.
You're right. It's not showing it. Usually
Yeah.
it does. Well, that's confusing.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll say in the overall Capcom thing. Let's see. Sale, save up to. They are not saying anywhere.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find the information somewhere else.
Here we go.
I
I
can
looked.
find
I
it.
googled Capcom. I googled Steam Capcom sale.
Okay.
From March 3rd through the 23rd.
Okay. So yeah, you've got another couple weeks.
Yeah. I'll see
We-
how my.
I know you
funds
said that
are.
maybe you wanted to get 2 paychecks under the belt first, but you'll at least get maybe one.
Yeah.
Where do you get
maybe
paid? Every other week, or?
Nah, it'll get paid every other week, probably this one.
So you might get 1 paycheck
And my
before then.
next
You might have a
pay-
chance.
I know my last paycheck from this job ain't gonna be much because they sent us home early for the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
anyways.
meantime, you can look up some gameplay footage and decide if you even want the game anyway. I recommend it, but I mean, depends on what your tastes are.
Meanwhile, I just got one alert. One guy I watch on YouTube is doing a live stream. They're doing Resident Evil 4 Remake. That must be that new one that I was telling you about. It says Resident Evil 4 Remake Chainsaw Demo. First playthrough.
Ah, interesting.
So... looks good. I mean, the graphics.
Oh, I should hope so.
Yeah, he said he pumped up the was it to 4090 and the ray tracing, so the movement is very smooth.
You know what? I should probably just move this guy out of the way of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, people are definitely excited for that Resident Evil 4 remake, though.
Yeah,
That's
well,
for sure.
it looks good. I watched a minute or two. It looks good. I mean, movement-wise. Should get cannon. Okay. Sorry.
I agree.
I kind of wish I had some metalworking. I had the money to get and the space to put metalworking stuff in here. I watch. There's this one YouTube channel I watch where these guys make swords, knives, and stuff, usually based on anime and video games. I mean, it ain't gonna be like, an actual samurai katana folded a million times and everything, but it's mainly I'll just usually out of a bar of carbon. They have good hard carbon steel.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's as good as a knife or a sword might be. And they got some when they demo the stuff usually works good. If it's meant to look like have a cutting edge. Some of those up close things, anime and video games, would probably never work in real life.
Yeah. Also, ow.
Let's see. Trying to find. There's another channel I follow on YouTube. Now these folks are in England, but they'll say if usually stuff for the Switch, game releases or sales or something, they'll usually say where the sale is. And usually if it's on physical or digital stuff, what's the name of it?
I mean, that's the nice thing about digital is, in most cases, it doesn't matter where you are, unless there's some sort of weird region limitations.
Yeah, sometimes they are region locked. Or at least
that tends to come down to, usually that's because of, like, copyright laws and stuff.
Switch Watch, that's the name of the YouTube channel. What else I got? Let me find that other.
It's been a little while since I used my Switch, but it's a nice little mission.
Oh yeah. What the hell?
Eh?
I was watching some Stephen here. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I will say to Jesus. Let's see.
Let's see. Do that. Do that. Oh, this guy is screwed. This guy is so fucked.
Here it is. The name of the guys who make the swords and stuff. Jumbo Reddish.
That's a name.
Probably an anime reference.
So I was reading a book when I was heading downtown today,
Yeah.
Reading while I was on the train there.
Yep.
And there's a fight scene where somebody was wielding a weapon called a hanger with like a solid edge to it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of a melee weapon called a hanger before, so now I'm just picturing a clothes hanger with a sharp edge on it. Like, what the fuck is this?
No, it's a cutlass, pretty much. It's a big, it's a saber. Saber.
Okay,
Like,
I've
if
never
you've ever
heard of that
seen, like,
before.
like a pirate saber or cutlass, it's also...
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. The difference between a cutlass and a hanger, the only possible difference I observe is that early cutlasses usually have a scalloped shell guard, whereas hangers do not necessarily have this style of guard. So basically, whereas a cutlass might have the thing that covers the whole back of your hand and knuckles, almost like a basket hilt.
Yeah.
Just the hanger just has a bar type of knuckle guard.
Such a strange name. Hanger.
What is a hanger sword? Long knife, short sword hangs from the belt. It's pretty much like that was what it's called. That I don't know. A hanger. Wooden hunting sword is a long knife or short sword that hangs from the belt and was popular as both a hunting tool and weapon of war. But it looks very much like a old Navy cutlass or a cavalry saber. You ever see the movie? Oh, you ever seen the movie Glory?
Nope. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, great movie. Shit, who was in it? Matthew Broderick, Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington. It was basically the Union Army put together an all-black army brigade. Like, most of them escaped slaves, stuff like that.
All right.
You know, during the Civil War. It was a great movie, but might seem like a tragic ending to it, and Matthew's character was this commander, a bit naive, said to lead these guys, the old, either he was a guy, West Point graduate, top of his class, but hadn't had a bunch of real combat experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like the old Irish sergeant who was teaching these guys bayonet skills. And the guy kind of like poked the sandbag or whatever with the bayonet and says, "You're not dancing with him, son. Take his bloody head off."
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I think it's from the 90s, but yeah, I think it was up for and even won some Oscars. I think either Morgan Freeman or Denzel Washington won an Oscar for it.
That's a lot of walls there, mister.
But yeah, there's one little scene where Matthew Broderick practice doing like having saber practice, like on horseback, like cutting melons off the top of poles, and it's pretty cool. It's
Veritable mart of walls. I mean, it's definitely better than the mart of walls we have in real life.
1989.
I wonder how many people have gone into Walmart and complained about the lack of walls available for purchase.
Probably not, since if there's enough.
Somebody's done it.
I mean,
yeah, I bet you somebody's done it. Some dumbasses out there thinking they're funny or just being actually legitimately stupid.
They probably did it just as a joke, not actually thinking they sold walls there. What? Something. Give scroll over or something, it doesn't actually tell the whole. Like yours does, but I guess she put something else.
What? What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking out loud. I'm looking at somebody scrolling over who I'm following that is on right now, and someone's playing a Vampire the Masquerade game. I said, yeah, but which one? And I hover over it and doesn't do the full name, but just the name of the streamer and the pot thing I was playing. Here. It's like, okay, yeah, but what game are you playing?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll open up another tab and open their thing up, and maybe that way.
It was either Paris Hilton or Nicole Richie that thought they sold walls. So yeah, those two are definitely stupid enough for that. Or at least are portrayed to be stupid enough for that. I'm still not 100% sure how much of that was genuine.
Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York.
Speak up. Can barely hear you.
Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the like mostly text-based one, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing like this background and text, so it's like a visual novel.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, anyways, in front of that one there was an advertisement for Diablo 4. It's coming.
Yeah.
And you don't even need a fucking phone.
Because it's an actual Diablo game.
Yeah, you remember
not that
fucking
fucking
thing?
Immortals bullshit.
Yeah. You guys not
I'll
have
tell you this,
phones?
despite the whole phones joke thing from a while ago, they did eventually bring it out on PC.
No, yeah.
Since it was free, I figured why the hell not at least try it. It's real bad. It feels like a phone game.
Who then made fun of the folks who were mad that they weren't getting an actual PC game or Diablo 4 instead of the mobile game horse shit. It's like, oh, you people are so entitled. It's like, yes, we are entitled to another Diablo game since we've been waiting all this time for it. Yes, we are entitled to that.
Speaking of which, people are still waiting apprehensively to see how good Diablo 4 is actually going to be.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to find out. Although, on the other hand, at least World of Warcraft has apparently been getting better than it used to be, so maybe this will be better than Diablo 3. But I don't know if the same person's in charge or not.
Yeah, I mean, what was that guy's name that ran,
Hold on a second, Blast. You're talking through, like, your shirt or something. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. How's that?
You're really muffled.
I don't know why.
Okay, now you're better again.
What was the name of that guy that ran Blizzard for all years? Is that Bobby Kotick?
Yeah, but he's the CEO. He's not, like, in charge of creative decisions or anything.
Yeah, he was the guy
I don't think he ever was.
Ouch.
Like, he can override them, but I mean, he's not, like, the project lead or anything like that, I mean. But the guy I'm talking about is Chris Metzen. He left Blizzard a while back, and everything started becoming shitty. And now he's back, and Warcraft is improving again. But I don't know if he's got anything to do with Diablo or not.
Yeah.
I hope so, because that would be a good sign, but I don't know. I think yeah, like here's a telling sign. I don't know if this term will mean anything to people, but when he left Blizzard is when they took the talent ability system out of World of Warcraft, or at least butchered it. And now that he's back, it has come back to being what it used to be again, and people are happy about this. It's basically like a skill tree system for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And they also took the skill tree out of Diablo with Diablo 3. And that's coming back with Diablo 4.
That's good.
Or at least something like it. Diablo 3 was fun, but they took taking the skill tree system out of the game really made it not nearly as fun for me.
Yeah, what, really? Paris Hilton said that?
Maybe.
They sold walls.
I really did not like Diablo missing its skill tree. The rune system was bad. Really bad. Also, they weren't great at game balance, because I remember when they patched in... The Necromancer was not playable in the base game, but they added him in later, and holy fuck was he OP. I'm not super worried about game balance, but he was so overpowered that most of the playthrough of the game was a complete cakewalk with him.
Yeah, that's kind of what some people complained about that new, what was the game, Wolong?
Yeah, what about it?
They said, like, the first boss is really tough. After that, the rest of the game's almost a cakewalk. It's like the game's supposed to get harder, not easier, as you progress.
Yeah. Actually, that comment reminds me of something fun that I saw when I was watching the Double Fine documentary about the making of Psychonauts.
Yeah.
Called Psychodyssey.
Yeah.
Although the thing I'm about to say doesn't have anything to do with Psychonauts, but it was part of the documentary just because it was part of the process. So, if people don't know much about Double Fine, they do this thing every few years that they call Amnesia Fortnite, which has nothing to do with the game Fortnite. But they call it Amnesia Fortnite because they do it to give people a break. Like, if they're working on a big project that's taking a long time, say, for example, they were working on Brutal Legend for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So, Tim Schafer, the CEO, decided to declare an Amnesia Fortnight, which means they take 2 weeks where they stop working on what they were working on before. So, like, for 2 weeks, they forget all about Brutal Legend, right? So, Amnesia Fortnight, you're forgetting about something for 2 weeks.
Right.
And they make up something else. So, they'll take... I don't know the exact logistics of it, but they split the entire staff up into, I think, 4 or 5 teams, and each team comes up with a new game idea and pitches it. Actually, I think there might be more pitches than that, but Tim looks at all the pitches, then approves 4 of them.
Yeah.
Chooses which 4 he likes best to approve. And then then 4 teams will work on those 4 games for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And sometimes, if it turns out really well, they might actually release the game. And like a few of their games in their library came from that. For example, Rad, which I haven't played, but that was one of those. Actually, there's a level of Psychonauts 2 that was originally its own Amnesia Fortnite game that didn't get released as a game, but got honored in Psychonauts. But one of the games they did for this last one, which was, I think, in 2017. The idea was take the concept of leveling up and reverse it. So, I think they called it The Way Down or something like that.
Yeah.
The idea was that you played as a goddess, and you had to descend into the underworld for some reason. I don't remember the reason. But in order to advance through the underworld, she had to power herself down as she went. So, instead of it being a video game where you get to the end of a stage and you gain a new power, the idea was the reverse. You start the game with a whole bunch, with 6 powers. Yeah. And every time you beat a stage, you have to surrender one of your powers.
Oh, wow. What was the name of this one? That last one?
I think it was called The Way Down or something similar. It was never released, but it was an interesting idea.
Oh, okay. Trying to look it up. Okay.
I mean, you can look it up. There's probably information about it. You just can't actually play it. But it's a cool idea. And
Oh, I saw they're doing a sequel to Hades.
yep, Hades 2 is a thing. I think the Cave might also have been a game that came from Amnesia Fortnite and actually got made. Massive Chalice, I think. Oh, they might be selling one as a bundle. Hold on. Oh, on Humble Bundle, yeah. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, you can buy Amnesia Fortnite 2012 and 2017 on Humble Bundle. Wait, no. The 2017 one's not available anymore. 2012 one is available still, though.
The Double
Which
Fine,
is... Let's see. Games is...
Massive Chalice, Grim Fandango remastered.
Where does it tell me what games
Space
are in the
Base
bundle?
DF9, Austin Class, Hackens Class, The Cave, Iron Brigade. That
Iron
looks
Brigade was a
interesting.
great game. I've played that, it's great.
Stacking, Costume Quest.
Here.
Headlander. Interesting. Full Throttle.
I can't find a listing on the Humble store of what's in this actual bundle for some reason, but look, do a search for
Yeah.
Amnesia Fortnite 2012.
Okay. Ooh, this looks interesting. Full Throttle remastered.
Hmm.
Gang Beast is a silly multiplayer party game with surly, gelatinous characters. Oh yeah, I've seen the goons play this. That's hilarious.
I've seen a bit of it. Yeah, it looks pretty silly.
This one looks as good as what was that other one? Rubber Bandits.
Oh, I haven't heard of that, but that's a good name.
Rubber Bandits is very good. It's almost like Gang Beast. It's one of those kind of brawl type games.
Yeah. Oops.
Kind of like, I guess, kind of like Gang Beast or oh, what's that other one? Like party games, but let's see.
Yeah, if anybody here has seen or played Psychonauts 2, the level where you play Compton Bull's Mind, where you're doing a cooking game show, that was originally an Amnesia Fortnite game of its own.
Yeah, here's the other one. Rubber Bandits is a criminally fun multiplayer party game for up to 4 players with 8 action-packed game modes. Players steal, brawl, and dash to the finish line with the most loot to win.
By the way, the Amnesia Fortnite game that it used to be was called The Gods Must Be Hungry. So instead of it being a game show where you're pleasing judges,
Yeah.
it was you were making food for the gods.
Amnesia Fortnite. Here we go. 2017. Double Fine Productions. Here we go. Amnesia expected every time.
I feel like they're probably due for another one. Actually, I'm also curious what they're working on now, because I don't know what game they're working on currently.
2019 is apparently the last one.
Did they do one there? What games did they do for that? Is that one? Oh, that must be the one that Rad came from.
Finalists are The Hideous, the Cthulhu-inspired puzzle game. The Way Down.
Oh, right. Uh-huh. Sorry, keep going.
Armored Slug.
That one I wish came out. That looked interesting.
Get Out of Detention.
That was very creative.
Yeah.
So I'm just remembering right now that Amnesia Fortnite was part of the Psych Odyssey documentary, and I think that's where the Way Down came from, actually.
Oh, I like that.
Is that in the list?
I'm on double. These were the finalists. That's just the ones they mentioned on the on that
Maybe
Amnesia Fortnite.
I heard you mention 3 names though, not 4.
What I got here? The Hideous,
Yeah,
a Cthulhu-inspired puzzle game. The Way Down,
that's the one.
Armored.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the goddess one. Yeah.
right. A Metroidvania-esque adventure about losing your powers as you progress. Yep.
It wasn't actually Metroidvania, but that's fine.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, the way you moved or something. I don't know.
It sounds like
The
it's being
gods
called
must-
Metroidvania by people who don't know what Metroidvania is, but that's okay.
That's what it says on the
Yeah.
on the Double Fine website.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're wrong. That's okay.
2017 finalist: The Gods Must Be Hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Darwin's Dinner.
Oh, I remember that one now. Okay, yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, that was supposed to be like a
The VR party.
you know that bomb disarming game, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes?
I guess.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Was supposed to be that kind of thing.
Right. And Kiln.
Kiln was interesting.
Let's see, 2014. Who we got? Finalist Mnemonic. A surreal first-person adventure where you explore and rearrange memories. Dear Leader. An emergent narrative game where you play a despotic ruler guiding the future of a post-revolution republic.
Nice.
Play as a horse for hire and save a storybook land full of inept heroes. Little Pink Best Buds. Uncover the mystery of the little pink dudes who all want to be your friend. And let's see, 2012, this is the original. Finalist Autonomous. A first-person sandbox construction game set in 80s-inspired futuristic junkyard world.
That sounds interesting, but I don't know why it would be called Autonomous. Like that, I don't. None of that sounds like anything's being automated. But-
Black Lake,
Mhm.
an action-adventure game in a forest filled with the dreams of its animals.
Interesting.
Hack and Slash.
That came out. That's
instead
that's
of-
its own game
yeah.
that anybody can get.
Yeah. And Space-Based DF9, that's one that came out.
Hmm.
The White
I haven't played it,
Birch.
but I know it's out.
The White Birch, an ambient platform exploration game in which a young girl climbs a tower to escape a dark, hazardous forest.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's it for the Amnesia Fortnite on the Double Fine site. Ooh, they got merch. What do they have from Double Fine? We got Psychic Agency hoodie.
Psychic Agency hoodie? Is that like a Psychonauts thing?
I guess so. It's got the, I guess it's for Psychonauts in good standing. This official Psychonauts 2 hoodie was designed by John Kane, features a custom minted zipper pull and sewn tag.
Can
It's
you
got, I
post a
guess,
picture
this-
of it in chat?
Let's see. Gonna be chat. All right.
I think I have an idea about this one. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yep. We got what else? What other merch we got here? Mind Over Matter T-shirt. Psychonauts Mind Over Matter T-shirt. Psychonauts 2 mug. We got 2 sets of Psychonauts 2 merit badge pins.
Oh, nice.
Knights and Bikes vinyl soundtrack. 20 Double Fine Years Legend Edition. Oh, it's a book.
Actually, I think another Amnesia Fortnite game that got made, I think, is Costume Quest,
Yeah. What is this? True
which I
Psychic
wasn't a big
Tale.
fan of, but it was an interesting idea.
Oh, it's a poster meant to look like, I guess, a magazine or comic book cover. True Psychic Tales.
Yep, that is True Psychic Tales is a comics. No, it's like it's a magazine
Yeah.
that existed within the story world of Psychonauts.
Let's see. Double Fine Adventure Definitive Edition Blu-ray. 3-disc set featuring Broken Age for Mac, Windows, and Linux, and two-player production Double Fine Adventure documentary. Features over 30 hours of bonus features. Let's see. Psychonauts poster. You can get signed or unsigned.
He sucked my bus. Costume Quest did do get a sequel. It was a neat idea. I just didn't like how the gameplay went, but that's just me. I think it was a great idea.
Psychonetic Raz spinning pin. Oh wow! Like it's like a enamel pin, and like the little swirl is like Paz or Raz, and then the little swirl behind him actually spins.
Nice. Yeah, Costume Quest, for anybody who doesn't know, was an idea of basically kids going out on Halloween and then some weird shit happens, video game ensues.
Yeah.
But the idea being that whatever costume the kid was wearing was basically their RPG character class, and gave them whatever their combat abilities were.
Yeah.
Actually, I should go back and hand in my bounty hunt reward. Claim my rewards.
That's Brutal Legend Grim Fandango remastered.
I haven't played that, but it's a very popular one.
Yeah. I like the characters. The skeleton.
Yeah.
Iron Brigade Full Throttle remastered.
Iron Brigade is great for anybody. If anybody is interested in tower defense games,
Yeah.
Iron Brigade was interesting because you're basically walking around on a mecha, and you help fight as well, but you also, bring in turrets.
Yep. Well, this is Full Throttle, originally released by LucasArts in 1995. A classic graphic adventure game from industry legend Tim Schafer, telling the story of Ben Throttle, butt-kicking leader of the biker gang, the Polecats, who gets cut up in a tale of motorcycles, mayhem, and murder. Okay, red stacking.
Oh, stacking, I believe, was also Amnesia Fortnite. That is a game about Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah. Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, VR only.
Otherwise known as Psychonauts 1.5. Because it
Hack
came
and
in.
slash.
It happened in between 1 and 2.
The Hacking Bundle? What?
I don't know what that is.
Items included in this bundle: Hack and Slash, Duskers, Hacknet, TIS 100, the ultimate hacking game. I guess it's about games about hacking.
Sounds like it. I didn't actually like hack and slash, but they had a good idea to it. It was a pun on the term hack and slash, and the fact that your sword was also a USB drive, and you could use it to hack computers.
There's Space DS9.
I would actually really like to see I would love to see an Iron Brigade too.
Broken Age.
But see if anybody can find any information on what Double Fine is working on, like, these days. I would be curious to know.
Hang on, I can go back. I was looking at their website.
If that information's even out there.
Let's see. News.
Because after they finished Psychonauts 2, I have no idea what they went to work on after that. But whatever it is, they're getting close. They're over a year into it by now. So
February 10th of this year. Behold the Psych Odyssey.
yeah, that's the documentary, which was very good.
Yeah. Let's see. March 9th. 2PP tells all.
That's the name of the company that actually shot the documentary.
Yeah. Let's see. Documentary.
I think it stands for
Judge,
two-player production or something like that.
Yeah. Not much. Really kind of talking about the the original soundtrack, memorabilia. Yeah, nothing much on new games.
I wonder why they're being so secretive about it.
Headlander. That looks
I
interesting.
mean, old Edlander was pretty cool. I think that may have also been a result of a Amnesia Fortnite, maybe.
Massive Chalice.
Massive Chalice was fun. Like that as well.
Let's see. Channel second out. Middle manager of justice.
I've heard of that one. It didn't look like it was something I was excited about, but that's definitely also one of those ones.
You are the new middle manager of justice. You have been hired to lift the latest branch of Justice Corp into shape. Train and manage your team of superheroes to thwart crime and save citizens around the city. Yeah, almost like a sim almost.
It looked almost like a phone game to me.
Stacking. It looked kind of like a fucking what was it? Facebook game.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to have a quick wee break for a pee pee.
All right.
Everybody, go have a pee. I shall be back. Alright, I'm back. So apparently, the Double Fine is currently working on 3 different games right now, but there's no information about what they are. Yeah, also, Burnswell says Middle Manor of Justice was, in fact, a phone game.
Oh, okay.
Which it looked like it was, based on the graphics and interface. Like, you know, there's a certain look that a lot of phone games have. Actually, no, I'm going to wait on buying more of those. I'm not sure if there's a third champion type I might want to switch to later. I think I will get a couple more succubi, though. I'm pretty happy with them.
We dropped out of Discord.
Did I? Like, oh, the screen share dropped? Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
Just
Alright,
as you were coming
that should be
back.
fixed.
Yep.
This is us coming back? Weird. Alright, Jared, good luck on your supply run.
Those two still going at it.
Yep. Alright, let's try this guy again. I have a bit more strong now. Well, speaking of upcoming games, there's one that I've been curious about. I don't remember what it's called, but there was a real-time strategy game being made by the people who made StarCraft. Like, not the company, but the individuals who worked in StarCraft made their own company. And they're making a new game that's supposed to be like a StarCraft type thing. So I'm curious to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Hopefully well, but you never know. Because, I mean, the guy who originally made Mega Man started his own company and made a game that was a spiritual successor to Mega Man, and it was shit. I mean, it wasn't complete trash, but it was not what it should have been like.
Right.
It really should be better. Should wait. I don't know, I'll put this over here. Like, I'm not upset that I played Mighty Number 9, but I am definitely a little disappointed. Okay, let me see. This is not a great layout. Although, we can do this, and that's not so bad. It's a bit of a shame how the Heroes of Might and Magic series went a little downhill, though, as well. Hopefully Songs of Conquest turns out well, though.
Yep.
It's got some potential to it. That's a genre you don't see a lot of games in. Although there was this one game that hasn't come out in years, but I would like to see another one made of. You ever heard of Ether Lords?
No. No?
It was a Heroes of Might and Magic type game. But it was, imagine... Like, I don't know if you've seen much of Heroes of Might and Magic, but anybody out there watching this, imagine Heroes of Might and Magic mixed with Magic the Gathering.
I'm looking at it now.
It was pretty cool.
There's the Ether Lords 2.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's on Steam. Uh, 2001. It's 2. 2003.
Yeah, so 20 years old.
What's this? By Nival? I guess that's the name of the company. Nival?
Yeah, I think so. I
There's
really
a
liked the
bundle.
idea that they had going on. There was, I think, 4 factions you could play as. And each one felt like it was, had a Magic the Gathering color theme to it. Like there's one that was like black, one that was like green, one that was like an artifact deck.
We got interesting games by this company. Got this bundle for $35.18. Has Ether Lords 2, Prime World Defenders, looks like tower defense, Blitzkrieg 1, 2, and 3.
I don't think I've played any of those except for Ether Lords, but I really liked Ether Lords back in the day. By today's standards, the graphics and UI are probably a little bit suboptimal, but
Let's see. Well,
I quite liked it
Ether
back
Lord-
then.
Ether Lords, let's see, tag for Ether Lords says turn-based strategy, while Ether Lords 2 says card game.
It's both.
Alright. Prime World Defenders is tower defense. And the Blitzkrieg games are RTS.
So basically, with Ether Lords, there was a turn-based map that you moved around on in a very Heroes of Might and Magic kind of way.
Yeah.
But you didn't raise an army like Heroes of Might and Magic. The battles were the Magic the Gathering type of concept.
Yeah.
That's where the card game came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. I quite liked it. I don't know how it would hold up to today's standards, but I thought it was really cool at the time.
Yeah.
And I would really like to see a third one.
Or
Or even just somebody take the idea and do something similar to it. It doesn't have to be the same company or the same name, but I would like to see the concept brought back.
Let's see. Ether Lords. Two. Let's see. Ether Lords Mobile.
Yeah. Cringe.
There's nothing else about anything after Ether Lords 2.
Yeah. I don't know if the company's even still around.
Like I said, the game is still available. Both 1 and 2 are available on Steam.
They're probably pretty cheap, I guess, too. Right?
$5 for okay, $5 for Ether Lords the one by itself. $7 for a bundle that has 1 and 2. And I mentioned the bundle that has all the Nival games for $35.
I mean, that's a lot of games for $35.
Oh yeah.
If you like those games, that's probably worthwhile.
Yeah, it's 7 games.
Um,
And I think one of them says it's a anthology, so I guess it's a bunch of games in one.
yeah, eat it.
It's Krieg. World War II based strategy games.
Hmm. Actually, I'd be interested in seeing, like maybe somebody take the Aetherlord's concept, but then do it as like actual Magic the Gathering. So have like have actual Wizards of the Coast put out a combination turn-based strategy / Magic.
Yes.
But I don't know if they would do that because that would compete with their actual Magic video game.
Yeah.
But it would also pull in people who maybe weren't interested in that, so it would probably be a good idea. I just don't know if they would do it.
Bleh.
I agree.
Bleh. I wonder, maybe. Looking.
I am in
also
some trouble here.
doing some shopping online because I went to one of the 2 places in town that would have this product I was looking for. They didn't have it. I might call the other place tomorrow.
Hmm.
I am looking to make this one drink, and I need passion fruit syrup. And I
I don't think I've ever seen
that.
that before.
Yeah, I walked to the one of the better liquor stores in town, and they didn't have it. And they said the other place, and they don't want to drive out there because I have to work my
Yeah,
way.
win.
But he said, you could just make a simple syrup and add passion fruit juice. I said, yeah, but where do I find passion fruits around here? Because I don't think Walmart's gonna have them.
Unlikely.
Although they have had some stuff at Walmart you would expect to have when I really checked in the produce department. They actually had guava. They sell like aloe leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that around here. I'm not sure what... Like, I've never come across a recipe that involves cooking with aloe leaves, but...
Yeah, I
be
think you
interesting.
mainly... That's the stuff I think mainly for making like the... whatever, healing...
Maybe, but also, I mean,
stuff.
I've seen places that sell, like, a bottle of a drink that is an aloe drink.
I don't know what that's for.
I've never tried it, but it exists. So
Yeah.
there might be something for cooking with it, you know? Gesundheit.
Reminds me. I need some more, one, I need to buy some more lemons and limes and juice them. And I need to buy one more bottle for storing the juice in. They got a place, one of the arts and craft stores, they sell a lot of different, like, bottles and jars and stuff for decorations, and they have these nice this clear glass 12-ounce bottles. It almost looks like a soda bottle.
Uh-huh.
And the tops are threaded or like a screw cap, and basically you can use a cap that comes off of a soda bottle and they'll fit right on there.
Oh, nice. I've never seen that before.
Yep, so
It's a good idea.
I've got two bottles. One's got I keep fresh squeezed lemon juice in, and one I keep simple syrup that I made. Probably they both need to be refilled because it's been a bit since I used either. They probably
Not so
lost
fresh no
their-
more.
Yeah, lost their strength by now. This was an interesting fact I found out one time. Okay, ever heard of the Franklin expedition to find the Northwest Passage?
Of course.
Yeah, they had that fictionalized series, The Terror, on AMC 2 or 3 years ago. Anyways, because a lot of ships, to prevent scurvy, they keep fresh citrus, or at the very least, citrus juice on board. Well, they didn't know that. It's known now that vitamin C in citrus juice does degrade over time. So probably somewhere during this, they're just drinking the juice, thinking it was helping them, and it wasn't.
Yeah, you probably have to restock once in a while, eh?
Yeah.
Eat overkill.
Urge overkill. Ooh, okay. Oop, baby. Ow, ow, ow.
Isn't that what grog was? It was like booze mixed with citrus juice?
As like citrus, basically it's like citrus, rum and water.
Yeah, like it was a way to get them to take
Get their vitamin C.
anti-scurvy without having to complain about it.
Yeah. Well, they were already getting rum on board anyway, so. Let's see. Let's see. Here's a Navy Gog recipe. Rum. Rum. Honey syrup clubs. Oh, that's our fancy shit. Let me see if we can find that other one I had.
Yeah, but Burnswell, grog was watered down rum, but with like citrus added to it, I think. At least in some cases. Maybe not universally, but
Yeah. Let's see.
Wizards.
Grog was designed to, well, mainly it was that way so they would also was a way to water down the rum so they wouldn't get drunk from.
See, Burnswell says the water, the rum was used to keep their water from going bad after being in a barrel. So I guess like to prevent algae from growing in the water.
Right. Let's see. Now there is actually a Navy grog cocktail today.
Mhm.
That one's got like about 2 or 3 different types of rum in it with like simple syrup, club soda, lime, and grapefruit juice. And
It sounds like it would be pretty good if you like rum, which I don't. But
Yeah.
well, I know I'm the weird one for
Yeah.
because I don't like most types of booze. But I think rum I especially dislike, though.
Yeah. No problem with it. I like it. I like rum and coke. Cuba Libre.
Most people do. Not me, but most people
see.
do.
Oh, that's. Right on the. Yeah, problem is a lot of all these grog recipes have a type of rum I can't get around here, and I've tried even the better ones. And I think to do with my state or something, you can't. I mean, if I want to drive to another state, buy it there, and drive it back, I could do that. But they can't. Nobody can like ship it to me.
I'm sure you could substitute a different one and it would at least be similar.
Oh, anyways. Zombie.
Fuck your army, bitch. Oh, I love it. Every single troop I have is charging up now.
Yeah.
All right. I've never been much of a booze person in general, but rum's definitely one of my least favorite.
Yeah, also I guess that's why it has to be mixed with fruit juices and everything now.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think booze that was primarily sugar you'd like better, you know?
That might be why I don't like it as much. Like, I think it's just too strong. Like, too sweet.
Yeah. I like the Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode, like, in front of the movie they had a short, some little, I don't know, travel or business documentary on Puerto Rico. And they're doing like sugar plantations there, which produces Puerto Rico's most popular export, rum. And they show this like rum factory of the bottles going by, and all three, like Mike and the bottles, all three just woo!
Yeah.
Fucking booze heads. Shit. Oh. Looking in my fridge at what I got. Oh, damn these. I am running low on vodka.
Vodka's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I like to... I think I told some of you guys before about this thing called vodka.
Uh-huh.
The vodka made from milk.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's very smooth.
Ooh, I did have another bottle. I've got 3. Okay, I can use this. That's probably... Oh, yeah, that's probably... I did have a 3rd bottle. I can dump this stuff, which I probably wouldn't use again. I made it one time for something. Cinnamon-infused simple syrup.
Hmm.
It's, you know, basically this... While you're making the sugar syrup, you break up 2 or 3 cinnamon sticks into it.
Oh. Speaking of which, reminds me of Fireball whiskey.
Yeah.
That stuff's not bad because the cinnamon distracts from the whiskey a bit, but it definitely makes it dangerous as well. You know.
Yeah. Like Four Loko.
Like it absorbs into the alcohol absorbs into your bloodstream faster.
Yeah.
The only time I
Yeah,
ever felt sick from drinking was when I was drinking Fireball.
ugh. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, and do not ever drink Four Loco.
All right.
One, it really bad. It's worse than most, and it's nasty tasting too. Uh, okay, the original Four Loco was popular because it had caffeine in it, so it was a alcoholic energy drink.
I don't know why people would want to mix that because it's like it's relaxing you and making you hyped up at the same time. That
Right,
sounds
and
like
that's the thing. You can't tell if you're getting drunk, and so you're, and that got dangerous,
yeah.
and health problems arose from that. So, Four Loco changed its formula, and now it's just got the alcohol in it, not the caffeine.
Okay, that sounds like an improvement.
Yeah, but it's still nasty tasting. It's basically probably some artificial fruit flavorings mixed in with malt liquor. I remember I only knew about Four Loko thanks to the guys at Epic Mealtime. They used to drink a lot of Four Loko and mix it with other stuff.
Yeah.
Mix it into some of the recipes when they had that weird kind of chili, like a bacon chili recipe or something. When they poured Four Loko into it and were eating that. That what came the great steak when the guy said, "Tastes like crazy alcohol rainbow pig."
Mm.
In fact, a lot of their recipes involved having liquor in it. In fact, some of their recipes you could tell, the way it's edited together, they were getting drunk during this whole thing.
I mean, they probably got drunk when they came up with the ideas for their stuff.
Yeah, and the stuff they were making. I remember the St. Patrick's episode. Oh God, that was crazy stuff. And I think they were drunk while they were cooking. That was
I believe that. Yep.
the one that had. Let's see. I think they added Jameson and strawberry soda made an Irish redhead.
Well, that's just redundant.
And then they made one. It was Bushmills and Bailey's, and they called it a creamy Bush.
Yeah. That sounds hot.
Yeah. Do I still have any Baileys? No, I probably don't. I don't have any Bushmills either. What do I have still up here? I got. What is this? Mango margarita mix. Ooh. Do I have any tequila? Yes, I do.
A mango Rito.
I got Pina Colada mix. I got triple sec. I got some Captain Morgan. And this stuff came in it's Captain Morgan. It came in this cool bottle. It looks like a cannonball.
Oh, nice.
I got some some Bacardi 8-year rum.
I thought if it was me though, I would have made it look like I would have made the bottle look like a barrel.
I got some Appleton Estate 12-year. I got some Luna Azul tequila. I got Falernum and Pernod. And I got sake and vodka in the fridge.
I don't like this.
I got some 151 proof rum.
Ooh, I like that though.
That's the thing you do not drink that stuff straight.
I bet.
It's kind of meant almost as use only a little bit, maybe like maybe a cap full to float on top of a drink. Now, some drinks use it, they put it on top and then they light it, so it's like a little flame coming off the top.
I call it a flaming mo.
Mm-hmm. Ever had a, what was it, a scorpion bowl?
Nope.
It's a tropical drink. It's, you know, a lot of rums and other alcohols and fruit juice, and it's in this bowl-shaped vessel, and it's meant for like 2 or more people to drink out of it in long straws. And some of the better ones
Or one
have a little
alcoholic.
thing, have a little thing in the middle that looks like a volcano, and they put a little bit of 151 rum in it and light it.
Interesting
so like
idea.
There's a little flaming volcano in the middle of your bowl.
Oops.
Oh shit.
Let's just leave him there.
I shouldn't have done that. Shit. I can fix it. Over to where the iron is. Drop.
There we go. Let's see what this does for us. Hey, that's a win. I killed you by shooting you with my wall.
Oh,
Not to be confused with deplane.
I remember when we were talking last stream about Monty Python, and I mentioned the cheese shop sketch. Well, when I was looking that up, they mentioned a bit of the British series, The Young Ones, that spoofed that, and I went and found it. They have that exact clip. It's like 8 seconds long. They do these quick cutaways in there, like one little off joke had nothing to do with what was going on with the rest of the episode, and then cut right back. You were like, what? And the part where the guy,
Whoa.
I thought he was, huh?
That's got 10 free succubi.
Woo!
Holy shit, I can't even... I don't even have the capacity to have that many.
So the guy comes walking in, and I thought the character was drunk, but no, he's doing the old Monty Python silly walk. That's why he was.
Oh.
And he comes in and he asks the guy, "Is this a cheese shop?" He's like, "No, sir." And he looks at the camera. "Well, that's that sketch knackered, isn't it?"
Yeah.
And it
I
goes
remember
right
mentioning
back.
that. This is
Goes
a good
right
joke.
back to the episode. Yeah. Well, so much for that sketch.
Hmm.
I'm watching a little bit of a video here by Stale Cracker. He's boiling shrimp now, showing how to correctly boil shrimp to make sure they peel every time.
He's boiling it before he peels them?
Yeah, yeah.
Unusual.
You boil it in the shell. I mean, the head and everything.
I mean,
It's
yes.
just the
That's...
the tail and everything, but it's still got the peel on it, and that way, you peel it after it's boiled.
Oh, okay, I
He's
see what
done
you're
it.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he's done it with fresh shrimp, but somebody asked, well, can you do it with frozen shrimp? So now he's showing how to do it with the frozen shrimp. And so since I'm doing this and I have a little bit of vodka left, I am using it to make a vodka martini. One ought not to mess me up too bad.
Or too good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think two and like I'm like 2 or more of these will fuck me up. I was like, and I don't realize it until I'm in. It's like, holy shit, I am drunk as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got that, and now I have my own personal martini recipe. A good 3 ounces of rum or vodka, not rum, gin or vodka. 1/4 ounce of vermouth, and a dash or 2 of orange bitters. Yes, I found that out. Somebody said this. You know what? Shaken versus stirred doesn't matter. You're getting the same effect either way. You're basically watering the drink to kind of take the edge off of the liquor. In fact, a lot of people will keep, he said, one of the better things to do is make a pitcher of it, mixed ahead of time, and you just mix water with it. Like mix the gin, vermouth, and water, and just keep that in the fridge. I guess when guests come over.
Yeah?
Ooh, that's nice looking. I'll tell you about first time I ever started making martinis. I decided, I don't know, I was really into my movie watching. You know, this was the heyday of video rental stores.
Uh-huh.
And I went and found, and they did had a copy. I rented a copy of the original Ocean's 11 from the 60s, the one with like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. and all
Okay.
that. Got me stuff to make martinis and cooked me up a steak and sat down and watched. Which was a little different from my usual. When the other movie I watch, it's usually pizza and beer.
Yeah. A little fancier, yeah. Let's throw some warm bodies in the way of this boy here.
As I tell people, when usually my weekend stuff is usually the cheesy, trashy movies, like maybe a giant monster movie or something by Andy Sedaris. A lot of gunfire, explosions, and big boobied women. As I said, pizza, beer, switch your brain off and enjoy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Speaking of movie makers, one of my favorites, Bert I. Gordon, passed away yesterday at the age of 100.
Damn.
He made a lot of easy, like, horror sci-fi movies, especially in the 50s and 60s, but even into the 70s and 80s. Movies like The Amazing Colossal Man, Earth versus the Spider, Empire of the Ants. Stuff that usually gets shown on Mystery Science Theater 3000. And, yeah.
God damn it. Yeah.
He was one of those guys, and he was kind of like, well, though I will say, it's like, didn't even know. I thought the man should have died long ago. Didn't know he was still alive until after he was dead.
Yeah, go figure. There's always those moments when you hear about somebody's death and you're like, what? That was person was still alive?
Yeah, that's a joke I made to in front of Kai. She thought that was hilarious. When I said that, huh, I was like, "Hey, I thought the guy didn't even know I was alive, and now he's dead." And she
Yeah.
laughed at that. Yeah, that happened. There was another guy because I think last week this one guy is a actor, director, stuntman Rico Browning. His biggest claim to fame was
Suave.
doing the underwater sequences as the creature from the Black Lagoon. Like he was the dude in the costume underwater. There was another actor on the land shots, but
Hmm.
he'd been like a diver, Navy man, and he was like basically really good at holding his breath for long periods of time, which worked really well in that costume. I don't know what I'm gonna
Mount
go in the
Nibirzius
volcano.
blows its top with the power and violence of 100 dragon breaths. Aiden
you.
is spared a fiery death when Jezebeth grabs him, unfurls her wings, and takes to the sky before the blast consumes them.
Dragon breath. Whew. Get that guy a gallon of scope.
Hmm. So just pour a gallon of scope into the volcano. They'll be fine.
Yeah. The dragon breath. Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh.
Uh-huh. Got him. Alright, here we go. New place to go.
Oh, gee. It. All right.
I think this guy might be losing his mind a little bit. We have some filthy English kniggets to fight.
I like how his formula goes. Like usually with shrimp, like you're supposed to put them in and only have them in the boiling water for a short time, then kill the heat. And he says, you can just add water, add ice. It's like basically since it's part of the mix, he takes like just frozen corn on the cob, dumps them in. It cooks the corn or heats the corn up to the right temp and kills the boil.
Huh, interesting.
This guy is good. I like him. And then, of course, his great statement whenever something's got to simmer or wait to finish boiling, whatever. He says, while we wait, he pulls out a beer. We hydrate.
While funny, dangerously inaccurate.
Yeah, I know. I remember he did some recipe where cheese in it, and he actually used Velveeta as part of it, and then he knew the response. He pulls out there, and while you hate, we hydrate. I don't know. I mean, it does. I don't know. Water is part of beer. I know you're not getting proper hydration, but it'll.
Yeah, the problem is that alcohol dehydrates, so it's nullifying itself in the process to some degree.
I will say, though, I had time to come back from a hard, hot day of work, and usually a cold beer hits a spot more than anything.
Definitely cools you down. Hello, Larson.
Hey, Larson.
Welcome to the last 20 minutes of the stream, sir.
Hey. Darn.
20-ish, anyway.
Yeah.
We're not always that precise about it.
At least we don't waste the last 20 year. First 20 or last 20 begging for money. We don't do no DSP here.
Well, especially begging for money for just dumb shit.
Well, the camera's on.
Yeah, that was funny.
That'll be the thing. That'll be one thing he's remembered for.
That and being a general spaz.
Yeah. Bad at games, bad with money.
Bad at life.
Yeah. And even when he's got some way he could actually make money, he'll mess that up. He's managed to lose partnerships with Machinima and Cursed and Twitch.
That probably goes back to him being such a general incompetent / spazoid.
Yeah. And the thing is, when they lost his Twitch partnership, the thing is, no one can really figure out which dumb thing he did that lost it, because there was so much he did.
There's so many things to choose from.
Oh yeah, he's still there. I mean, as It's a Gundam said, he'll keep going, and like he won't stop until he just has a stroke and dies on camera. All right.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely be on camera for him. I don't think there's any way DSP is dying quietly, privately.
Yep. And probably his last words will still be begging for money.
Hmm. Yeah, that was his reference earlier, Larson. The camera's on.
Right.
That's a reference to the unknowingly fapping live.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, the camera's on.
He's lucky the camera's only on his top half, but
right.
It was so obvious that that's what was happening.
Yeah, and what you noticed he made no movement down there after that. In other words,
he didn't notice until he'd already gone off.
Yeah, and the thing was, he made no movement after that. So in other words, his dick was probably still out that whole time, because it didn't look like he was reaching down to pull up his pants or nothing.
That's true, but I mean, there was no reason to, right?
Right. He just finishes, and then how did It's a Gundam said, shook off like a bison in the rain.
Not even that. He didn't even do that.
Yeah, that shake, whatever.
He just let it dry up where it was.
Maybe.
Why would he wank
I don't
inside
know.
his pants if he doesn't know that he's on camera?
He was sitting on the couch in his house, so who knows? I mean,
Also, how I don't even understand how. Well, in this case, the answer is because he's DSP. But in general, I don't understand how a person can not know that their camera's on.
there are people who said that they have had the mic or the camera on and not known. I mean, it either didn't turn off before or it came. I don't know, there was a hiccup and they just switched on. If it was a webcam, you know. I mean, shoot. Somebody will open a tab that they didn't know, that was on another thing that goes on camera. Even It's a Gundam said that happened one time. Somebody got kicked from a game online and he's hitting keys like he thought he was still playing it, and it
Yeah.
opened up a tab on the camera and it was on a porn site.
Whoopsie.
To which people there, you might want to edit that, or others like, yeah, it's a good selection you had up there, and he's like, what? Oh, okay. He actually admitted, it's just porn. Who cares?
Yeah.
He says, I won't deny it. I'll be one of those like, you damn right I did it. Want to know what I was watching? I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Hey, some Discords have a channel for that.
Yeah. That's what he said. He wants to wait for the day that he said, wait for the day I get rich. I'll get caught in a limo with a bunch of hookers, cocaine, and Viagra. And I'll be on the news the next day. Say, damn right I did it. I'd do it again if I thought I'd get away with it.
Also sounds like a good way to go out.
Jake Paul left the car right before the cops came. I think he ratted on me.
Now, see, that part, if I was hanging around with Jake Paul, I would not want to admit that.
Oh, no, but that was... Well, the thing is, if you're rich by that point, of course you're going to hang out with Jake Paul.
Fuck that. No way. I've got taste.
Oh, Jake Paul, Markiplier, and fucking PewDiePie.
Oh, I'd hang out with Markiplier and PewDiePie for sure. Not Jake Paul, though. Fuck that guy.
I don't know. Get some boxing tips from him.
The only boxing I'm going to do around Jake Paul is if I get to punch him and he doesn't get to fight back. Because I don't know how to box, so if it was a fair fight, I would absolutely lose.
Oh, was that a thing? It was either Jake or Logan Paul when they had a fight with KSI.
I have no idea what a KSI is.
He's another video personality.
Okay.
Looks like Jake Paul. Okay. Internet celebrity.
Except
But,
unlike Jake Paul, I hope he actually has a personality. Heyo.
Actually, apparently Logan and KSI launched that whatever drink Prime that came out some time ago. But anyways, somebody said Logan and KSI. Well, I think said there's a fight that with two guys that reeked of not knowing how to fight. Thing is, that's the thing now. All these internet personalities have boxing matches now. There's a bunch of them.
I like Burnswell's comment. Were you hanging out with Jake Paul? No, I was buying porn.
Yeah. And bring it. Then I want to start a fight with 5 men and win. Then this was truly staggering number of prostitutes, some of which may have what? I will buy drugs. Sex show. Mitchell Royce. Oh yeah, fucking Transmetropolitan.
Transmetropolitan was a great comic.
Yeah, I tried to say that. Put up on Twitter one time just to say, yes, that you know what? Forget 1984. Forget Idiocracy. We're living in Transmetropolitan right now.
I mean, I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah. And then somebody, I got a couple of likes, and then somebody posted some kind of thing, linked to a site trying to cancel Warren Ellis, and it's like, but I want to talk about Ellis. I was talking about the comic, and how this, basically, you're proving my point. Everybody wants to control the narrative, and look at me.
Why do they want to cancel Ellis?
Oh, the people saying, he was one of those Me Too the guy, and he's, people freely admit, yeah, the guy is kind of scummy, and yeah, he's really slept with a lot of fans and hopeful comic artists, most of which were trying to sleep with him just so they could get a job in the comic industry now. It's like, you came up wanting to sleep with the guy to get a job, so...
No, he didn't push you into it. This is your idea.
I was like, you want to sleep your way to the top? That's the risk you run.
What, successfully doing so was the risk they run?
Well, the thing is, some of them didn't. That's the point. Of course, nowadays, you don't even need to do that. You just need to be a woman. I mean, now they've got all these diversity and inclusion hires.
Mm-hmm.
And
some places do, yeah.
Producing subpar or just terrible product.
Something Star Wars, something.
Marvel's the same. DC now. I mean, and of course you can't say it's a terrible product because now that makes you a bigot. It's like, it's like what am I bigoted against? Because I don't even know what you're talking about. It's like, I just know the book is bad. Anyways, that's just... And if you are a straight white guy, the only way to survive is to turn against other straight white guys to make yourself into an ally, and that's like fucking Mark Waid and his lot.
I don't know who that is.
Well, Mark Waid is I think, talented writer, or at least he was. He wrote the series Marvels for Marvel, and Kingdom Come for DC, both of which with artist Alex Ross. Great series, both of them. But he's just got this shitty attitude towards his fellow comic writers from his era and comic fans in general.
Overkill.
He also wrote one of the worst runs of Daredevil, many have said.
I just want to point out, I put that man to about negative 100 hit points. That was fun.
He also wrote one of the more interesting indie titles, Irredeemable.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I think it's for Image Comics. It's like, what if the world's most powerful superhero turns evil?
That sounds nasty.
Yeah, another interesting series.
Didn't DC already do that?
Kind of. I mean,
wasn't that what was it called?
Probably think that Green Lantern, Emerald, Twilight.
No, the thing where Superman went bad.
I don't remember that one.
I
remember the one where
they
Green
made a fighting
Lantern
game
went
out
bad.
of it too.
Oh, you're talking about Injustice.
Yeah, that.
I guess. Actually, I think fucking Irredeemable came first.
Okay. So DC copied them then.
Who knows? I mean, and again, the concept, like I said, the Green Lantern series came before Irredeemable, so... And I mean, ain't none of them original.
I think somebody should come back and do like a new Superman game of some sort. I remember a while back, I forget exactly what the game was called. Years ago, there was a Superman game that ended up a bit of a flop in the end, but they had an interesting idea. I think the problem was that they tried to make a Superman game that was like an open city thing, which doesn't work super well. But I liked what they did, because you have a lot of Superman games in the past where it's just like any other game and your character just happens to be Superman, which means that you can get beat up by the enemy minions, which is a stupid thing because that shouldn't happen to Superman. But what they did was, in this game, you couldn't get hurt. Like, you might get knocked around slightly, but you didn't have a health bar. No, Larson, not Superman 64. This was, I think, PlayStation 3 or that era. Xbox 360, maybe. Yeah, you couldn't be hurt. But what happened is, like, once in a while in the city, like, some big catastrophe would happen, and then the city had a health bar. Which means you had to play the game like like actual Superman would fight. Like, oh, like there's missiles flying around, there's enemy robots to fight and stuff. Like, you jump into the fight and like a missile goes past you and is heading towards the city. You go and jump in front of the missile and take the missile to the chest because you're Superman and you're okay. So, but you want to stop the missile from hitting the city. And I think somebody should do that again. That was a good idea. Maybe have it be a more scripted experience so it's not open city, because the problem with the game was when the crisis wasn't happening, you were just kind of derping around town and having nothing much to do until you're waiting for the next big crisis to happen. That was the mistake.
Yeah. I mean...
But the core gameplay beyond that, I thought was a good idea.
I will tell you one thing, and I've done alright with it. I know for the short time I played it, and I actually still have it on my Switch. I think that's across. I think all platforms still have this game, and it's on PC as well. The DC Universe online game.
That was okay. Not great, but it was okay.
Yeah. I only did like I don't know. I get that playing after a while. That's me sometimes. I'll get like ADD when it comes to games. I'll play it, get one, love it, play it, and just as quickly stop playing it because I found another game to play.
I've been there.
And anyways, I think I got to one boss fight in the game. My original character teamed up with Batwoman and we fought the Scarecrow.
Well, Larson says as far as he's concerned, superhero games have yet to beat Spider-Man 2 for the original Xbox.
True.
Well, your problem there, Larson, is you haven't played, what was it called? Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Yeah. That game was incredible.
I don't know, the new Spider-Man game is
also very good.
Really good, and then they had the Miles Morales expansion, and there is a Spider-Man 2 game gonna come to PlayStation.
Yeah, it's a sequel to that last Spider-Man game and the Miles Morales game.
Right.
And it's gonna have both of them in it.
And the same studio is making a Wolverine game.
Yeah, I've got hopes for that. Now, the Spider-Man 2, I don't know how single player will work, but I know that I'm pretty sure it's going to have multiplayer where one person is Peter and the other person is Miles.
Now, what would be really cool is if they did like a Spider-Verse game. You can play all those different ones.
What I want to see is a standalone Spider-Man Noir game.
Yeah.
Because I loved that. That was the Spider-Man Noir levels in Shattered Dimensions were my favorite levels. Batman Arkham was freaking amazing at the time. It's still good now. I win. Oh, actually not yet. By going in a good position. Oops. That's not exactly how I wanted that to go, but oh well. When are we getting a Squirrel Girl game? Excellent question, Larson. I would play the... Oh. Okay, here's what we need to do. A Squirrel Girl game that plays like... what was it called? Overlord?
I don't remember.
You know, it could be like a Pikmin type of thing, but a Squirrel Girl.
Odd.
That would be cool. Overlord was great. We need another one of those games, too. God, this is a mess. Burnswell tries not to replay anything he remembers being great. It never ends well. That is incorrect, sir. There are lots of things you remember being great that you remember accurately being great and are still great. Not always. But it happens.
Can it? Oh Lord. Okay.
Have I played Sea Salt? I've never heard of that. What is that? I'm gonna need a link to that, sir. But I do like those, running around controlling a bunch of minions type of games. Never actually played Pikmin, but I know it's one of those kinds of games. It was very spastic. It's hard to tell what's going on. Yeah, it does look like it's one of those kinds of games, though. Interesting. Might have to keep an eye on that one. Thank you, sir. I'm sure the game is more understandable while you're playing it than it is when you're looking at a trailer that bounces around.
Yeah.
Enough to take you in.
Uh,
Oh shit, I'm fighting the bounty agent.
maybe I'll use them little. Maybe I'll use them little pathetic throwing knives. I do.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, such itchy. Okay. Oh, actually. Bam. Okay, then I put you there. You there, you there. Double succubus. Demon twins.
Succubus.
Part of Gribblies and Ghoulies and Cultists and Madmen.
Oh my.
Fatagan, etc. is my answer to that.
Curly. Curly. I haven't watched
What about her?
Curly in a while. I was when you said Fatagan.
Oh, yeah.
Girly.
That's
I
fair.
haven't watched her in a while. I've always been working during the day. Hard to get to watch her then.
Yeah, she's usually streaming when I'm otherwise occupied as well.
Yeah.
Is she still going through Atomic Heart these days, I wonder?
Well, I think so. That's what I've been seeing.
I look forward to playing that one of these days.
Everybody, one of the games people don't want you to play because it's made in Russia. It's like,
Ooh, what? Say that again?
Atomic Heart. People are like, don't play this game. It's made in Russia. It's hurting the Ukrainians. It's like, shut up.
I don't think the devs are giving their money to Putin.
No.
Then again, maybe they are. I don't actually know that.
I want to play
But
that.
I doubt
I
it.
want to play Hogwarts. It's like, well, okay. What do you got? What kind of games do you want us to play? What do you got? You got a game worth a good goddamn?
I mean, I'll agree with the Hogwarts part, but not the Russian thing is stupid.
I don't know. That's like, okay, if whatever she's making, it's probably a fragment of what the company's making off of it. And like I said,
Well,
so
yeah,
long
obviously.
as somebody, So long as some company is making money off of this, it's never gonna end, no matter
Well,
what.
there you go. Larson says everybody should be playing Hi-Fi Rush anyway. And guess what, Larson? I am. So there you go.
And
I'm not good at it, but I am playing it.
But harassing and bullying game streamers to where they quit the internet
Yeah.
altogether.
That I
Ain't
agree.
gonna solve it
Don't do
either.
that. Don't harass anybody.
That's not gonna make the game
can,
stop either.
Go ahead and disagree with somebody's decision, but leave them the fuck alone.
Right. It's like, I'm sorry, but the minute you start to do that, no, you're no longer the victim here. You are the bad guy.
Uh-huh. Well, bounty hunter guy, you fucked up, sir.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Done goofed, son.
Yeah, but at that moment, he fucked up.
Mm.
I was like that one.
Hmm. Guess I can put you there. I mean, Larson, yeah, there's other scummy companies and/or there's other scummy companies out there who are receiving money from people, but like, just because something bad is happening in one direction doesn't mean it's okay for the equally bad thing to happen in another direction as well. Like, well, this is bad too, therefore I can do this bad thing and it's okay because I'm not the only one doing a bad thing. That doesn't make any sense. But again, let's not harass people. Go ahead and disagree with streamers who are streaming Hogwarts Legacy. I know I do. But leave them alone. They've done something you disagree with. That's fine. Live your own life.
Like I said, I'm not playing Hogwarts Legacy simply because I don't care about Hogwarts Legacy. I was never a fan of the stuff when people of Harry Potter and all that stuff. When people liked J.K. Rowling's, that never appealed.
I thought
to
it was
me.
okay, but I didn't really pursue it.
As I tell people, if I want to read about a sorcerer, I'll go I'll go break out my old Doctor Strange comics.
There you go. I mean, why just read about any old sorcerer when you can read about the Sorcerer Supreme?
Damn right.
And now all my troops are level 5. Huzzah!
Woohoo!
So does this mean there's no bounty hunts in the wizard place? Or maybe he escaped?
Oh, the Wizard of Waverly Place, I don't know.
That's an interesting artifact, but it's not as good as getting a bonus move every turn.
Chaos Crown.
Alright. Well, let me get myself over to where the story continues and then save the game over there. Let's see. And let us see who we can raid today. Oops, I didn't mean to start this fight. Alright, I'll have to do this fight first. I forgot it would happen automatically when I walked over there. But we'll see. Okay. We'll knock this fight out and then we will raid out.
Alright.
Let's see. Got a boop right there. We got a boop over here. I think that's all of our freebies. Alright. So... I need to clear the way to this succubus here. Dig her out of that pile of demons she's underneath, ladies. I don't know what the hell that is. I guess we're gonna find out what something called Patch Quest is, because that looks like our best rating option.
Who's? All what I see on my list. What's the iconic heart? The former Untied Shoe.
Yeah.
Tarkov, Shaper of Story, playing Street Fighter 5.
I like Shaper of Stories, but I don't know how long I can watch Street Fighter for and remain interested. Then again, let's see what Barry is streaming is doing Patch Quest. I'm gonna have a quick look at Patch Quest and see what it is.
Other than that, let's see. Who's that? Queen Pip playing Fallout New Vegas.
I mean, Larson, I'll agree with you that buying Hogwarts Legacy is not morally worse than buying a Ubisoft game or an Activision game. I'd say they're all about equally distasteful. Well, this patch quest looks pretty weird. It's like a weird sort of Enter the Gungeon kind of game.
I will say though, if the
I will go with Shaper Stories.
If the rumor I read is true, and Call of Duty is coming to the Switch, I'm getting it.
I know they offered it, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's part of their efforts to try to get the Microsoft acquisition to go through.
Yeah.
You have survived, Jer. Excellent. Enjoy your coffee. Need a better spot to put this pit fiend. I don't currently have one.
Ooh.
I always hate spending a move on calling reinforcements when I've only got 4 people to call in for reinforcements, but I had nothing else to do. You were successfully marketed into getting Doritos? That's because Doritos are great.
Oh man, I tell you, I found one of my old favorite snacks that, out of all places, it's Dollar General is where I found it. And that is Handicap hot fries.
Anti-Hab hot fries?
Some kind of, okay, they're
Fuck
like,
is that?
they're little sticks, it says made of corn and potato, little shaped like little fries. They're little crunchy, crispy things. They look like shaped like French fries, and they got different flavors. Hot fries are the best. It's spicy snack. Not on the level of something like Takis or something, but they were the original spicy snack.
I mean, I'm glad it's not on the level of Takis, because that shit is way too strong.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and anyways, they went to the creator of the old comic strip, Andy Capp, and said, "We'd like to use him as the mascot for it." All right.
That's a strange choice of mascot for a spicy snack, but sure.
guess
Also,
it's
Larson
all-
says Marood's cheese and onion flavored potato crisps. I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with that brand name, although that
Me
does not
neither.
surprise me considering where you live. But sounds interesting. I would try it.
But anyways, yeah, it's like I said, they make them hot fries, salsa fries, cheddar fries, onion fries, like little crispy sticks.
I mean, it sounds good.
Oh yeah.
I'm just confused at why they chose Andy Capp to be their person.
I don't know. Maybe it looked like something you'd eat from the pub.
I mean, that does sound like pub food. Like a
Yeah.
potential pub snack.
What was it? Fucking Soviet Womble when they were playing Arma 3. Actually stopped at the gas station, refill the truck, and then I was running into the store. So, give me a packet of crisps, Quavers. Ooh, the prawn and cocktail flavor. Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have Maroods over here, but cheese and onion potato chips sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's save this
Yeah,
and
old
raid
salt-
our friend Brett.
Yep.
And by friend, I mean person who barely knows we exist, but is fun to watch.
Yep.
All right.